Bo Yavo Verina Nosei Alulosav. Many of us recited that pasuk twice in the past 24 hours at the end of Shir HaMalos, before benching. Some of us even said it 3 times in the past 24 hours, which means you're just about hungry enough to get ready for the Malav Malka in just a few short minutes. But I want to focus on the very next words in the book of Tehillim. Not the end of Kuf Chav Vav, but the first pasuk in Kuf Chav Zayin. Shir HaMalos L'Shlomo. A song of ascent to Shlomo. If Hashem lo yivna bayis, shav amlu vonav bo. If Hashem does not build a house, its builders have toiled upon it in vain. If Hashem lo yishmor ir, shav shakat shomer. Hashem does not guard the city, the watchman guards it in vain. Shav. King Shlomo was the great builder, the ultimate builder. He built the Beis HaMikdash. And in this Mizmor, his father, King David, is addressing his son, who would complete the Beis HaMikdash, fulfill the dream of his father. Don't fall into the trap of the builder and trust too much in yourself. Instead, remember you're building on honor of God. It must be with an awareness of who the ultimate builder is. Remember why we build houses of God, a structure that offers us and allows us to approach Hashem in a spirit of love and devotion. We want to feel the protective hand of Hashem upon us. And so we say, If Hashem lo yishmar ir, shav shakat shomer. Hashem doesn't guard the city, the watchman guards the veil. The builders of our shul understand this full well. It's not just a house or a building, it's a thriving mini-city with so much to offer. Jews of all ages and backgrounds and walks of life. This is why I believe Ahavas Achim is such a special place in our community. Who are the Shomrei Ha'ir, the guards of the city? Well, the Midrash Shomer Tov translates into Aramaic, the words Neturei Karta. Now, unfortunately, that has a negative connotation, but the word Neturei Karta means the guards of the city. The Midrash says, who are the Neturei Karta? Lomdei Mikra u'Mishnah. Those who learn Psukim and Mishnayos. The Chachamim. The Chachamim are the ones who protect the city. The ones who study Torah provide protection for the ear. The shul is there for all of us to grow in our knowledge of Torah and our service of Hashem, and to enable us to go closer to each other. This beautiful new building will allow Ahavas Achim to do just that. So I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight for this really special occasion. Tonight is not only a simcha for our shul, but for the entire community. I am so grateful to my colleagues of the HaBayit Rabbi Valley who have come together this evening to celebrate with us. It is so meaningful that we begin with a Leil Yun. And so many of us came together to learn Torah from our community's rabbis tonight. Many people highlight the achdus of the Edison Highland Park community by pointing to the Tikkun Leil Shavuos, when all the rabbis shul hop and teach Torah in their college shuls. But I believe this is the first time that the Vadas gathered together to teach Torah in one place at the same time, which is a very special occasion. I would like to acknowledge the presence of other luminaries among us. We are grateful that the Rosh Hashiva of RJJ, Rabbi Yosef Eichenstein, was able to be present tonight, and we are elevated by your Yeshiva's presence in our community. I'd also like to thank Rabbi Abba Brodny, the Rosh Kollel of the Highland Park Community Kollel, for his help and support and his presence tonight. One of the community Kollel members, Rabbi Shlomo Nussbaum, teaches at Ahavas Achim's Mezron Taramis Kollel every Thursday morning. So we're grateful for that Kollel's presence in our community. Seth Berman spoke about standing on the shoulder of giants. We have been blessed with incredible leadership of Ahavas Achim. The former rabbi, Rabbi Pesach Raymond, the builder of our community, the former rabbi of Ahavas Achim, and the founder of the Moriah Yeshiva, which became our PRY. We stand on his shoulders tonight. And we stand on Rabbi Schwartzberg's shoulders as he enjoys to see the fruits of his labors. It is impossible to thank everyone properly for all they have done to bring us to this evening. So I encourage everyone to look at all the names, the hundreds and hundreds of names of donors and committee members representing so many hours of toil and labor for this project. It's really overwhelming to think about how many people collaborated to bring us to this moment. Missing this evening from the celebration, but not far from our hearts, is Mr. Rabbi Lefkowitz of Chonor L'Bracha. This moment would have brought him such pride. He would have been so happy to see his dream of expanding Ahavas Achim to come to fruition. But Hashem decided he would be enjoying the view from heaven, instead of one of our pews, which he himself helped pick out. Imri was the greatest and most supportive congregant a rabbi could ever hope for. His friendliness and warmth are forever seared into our collective memories. We are so touched that his entire family has joined us for this weekend. On behalf of the shul, I must tell you, Rachel and Susie and Debbie, that we will never forget your husband, your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather. Every time you walk into this room and we see the pews, we will think of him. And we want to present to you something that will remind you of this moment as well. So we ask Rachel and family to please come up right now for a brief presentation.
Push.
You have given us so much, it's impossible to ever repay the favor. But we thought a picture of the new shul with an inset of Imri and you standing at the groundbreaking ceremony last summer would remind us of that beautiful moment. And we know that Imri is watching us right now. And we thank you and the entire family on behalf of the entire shul. And mazel tov to you. Before we conclude our program, I want to reflect on one more point. Look at how much you've invested in this building. Everyone here. You have spent, all of you, a lot of time and a lot of money on this project. You have given thousands and thousands of your own hard-earned dollars to support a cause you know is critical. Sometimes people write checks to absolve themselves of responsibility. So they can say, we participated in fundraising. I was Yotze, my name was listed. But I want to ask everyone in the shul right now to do something different. I want to ask you to put your mouth where your money is. We built an incredible shul, and now we have to maximize its use. Make the shul your home, away from home. The shul needs your mouths to fill it with tefillah. We don't want a big, empty building. The shul needs your mouths to learn Torah inside it, and use a new base medrash, and come to shiur. The shul needs the mouths of our children to fill it with laughter and song in our newly revitalized youth department under the magnificent leadership of Rabbi David Becker. Put your mouth where your money is. When the shul or its wonderful sisterhood runs a program, even one that's strictly social in nature, we have to remember our voices count. The shul has to be the address of our celebrations, our simchas. The work of building with bricks and stone has been completed, but the even more elevated task of inspiring people and families has only just begun. I cannot get over the beauty of this new space, and I hope it drives us to get even more involved and more passionate about what we do. We said it last week, but it bears repeating tonight. Chazak, chazak, v'nitchazek, and mazal tov to us all. We are privileged to live in a host country where we enjoy unparalleled freedom and opportunity. We benefit from the protection of local law enforcement and all other services, and we rely on the 4 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces to keep us safe in Highland Park. There are soldiers not home with their families on their yontif today, and we owe hundreds of thousands of them a debt of gratitude. At this time, it is therefore appropriate to invoke the Mishadera for the U.S. Forces. It will be recited by Dr. Elliot Frank, the chairman of our building committee, and a man whose attention to detail and commitment to the shul will bear fruit for the many generations that will, Mirza Hashem, enjoy this new building.
Adir Bamarom, Shochem Bigvira, Melech Shashalom Shalom.